What's up, Leo? Welcome to your May reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look into the month ahead to see what messages need to come through for you guys, get some insight, wisdom, guidance overall, see what's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope that you're doing well. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that is listed in the description box down below. And if you want to follow me over on my other social media, I do have Instagram and TikTok, both at Jadestone Tarot. You can find me over there. And let's get right into this reading and see what messages Spirit has for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month ahead, the month of May 2022. What's going on for Leo? Show me clearly. Any messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2022? Okay, we had the Panther, fire element coming through. You guys in your element. All right, sheesh. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. We also have, the dragon and the black egg. Very interesting energy. We have double spirit energy coming through with the throat chakra and the solar plexus, I believe. Yes. Okay. Wow. So this is going to be a month where you're really needing to honor and speak your truth. There are some things that have you feeling frustrated or even pissed off that you're needing to voice. Okay? The Panther is the energy of needing to purge, clear shit out, but something has you fired up or something has you frustrated or kind of pissed off. Okay? So I don't know who got on your bad side, Leo, but they better watch out because you're gonna hit them with some harsh ass reality check here with the black egg. I do want to just say, be blunt, sure, but you don't have to be an asshole. Okay? You don't have to be like a hurtful bitch when you're saying your truth, right? You can say it tactfully and criticize, give that criticism, but you don't need to be so mean. Okay, you can do it in a respectful way to get your point across. Okay, so you may want to cut someone out, but it's like maybe it's all this Aries energy that we're in, right? There's all this Aries energy. Jupiter is moving into Aries. Like we got a lot of that fiery, almost what I want to say like boisterous kind of like I don't give a fuck attitude. But before you say anything, before you speak anything that you might regret, shut your mouth. Think before you speak. I just want to say that, okay? Because otherwise you're in this ruthless energy, like just full on, like, I don't care who this hurts, but I'm going to say it as it is. Like, I mean, hey, I respect that and all, but you don't have to be mean about it. Okay? Speak your truth, but don't be mean, all right? I mean, hey, you do you. You gotta do what's best for you. But that's just the vibe I'm feeling from this. The dragon. So this does talk about seeing things clearly. Alright, so this has been a theme that I've noticed so far in these May readings is illumination, seeing things truthfully, seeing the reality of situations, illusions being removed. We got a lot of this eclipse energy at play here, and it will be allowing us to see things exactly as they are. Okay, you will get the answers, the clarity you need for whatever it is that you've been trying to get clarity on. You're going to be getting that answer, okay? And I just want to say, I don't know who this is for, but there's like a saying, or it's like, no response is a response. So if someone, let's just throw this as an example. Someone ghosts you, and you're like, well, where did they go? Like, can't they just tell me how they feel? No response is a response. So I don't know who that's for, but just keep that in mind. The black egg does talk about communication and speech, and we do have Mercury retrograding as well this month. So that is going to be highlighted. Communications, conversations with other people. What is being said? What isn't being said? What is being muted? What is being hidden? You'll be able to see through what people say, like, what someone says versus their actions. Does it line up, right? Is someone actually walking the talk, or are they just talking a bunch of shit, you know? Yeah, this feels like a very interesting vibe that you're in. And what was at the bottom? Did I check that? The starfish, the rabbit, and the buffalo. There are a little bit of some like fears, worries, insecurities that may come up, or like just feeling like out of your comfort zone, or maybe a bit afraid to speak your truth, or afraid to maybe call someone out or confront an issue or confront a person. There might be a bit of this hesitation to doing so, but it looks like you overcome those fears, those struggles, those like mindsets, and you push through that. So cool. Let's pull some fairy messages to go along with this, but this is a very wild energy that you're in. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2022. You could also just be very protective over someone around you, and that might be why you have like your heckles up. Your heckles are up. Messages for Leo, we got death coming through here, number 53. Messages for Leo for the month of May, we also have the Guardian at the Gates, number 3, and the Bright Mother, number 16. Okay, so there is definitely like ending, new beginning energy. So death, right? Death, we all know death in the tarot, in Oracle. Death talks about change, transformation, letting shit go that doesn't serve us. That is going to be the month for the collective, really. Like, this has been a theme for a lot of the zodiac signs, just like in general. It's like change this month. Change, and it's necessary. And, you know, on your own personal level, you are reaching this point where you have a choice on if you are going to stay where you are currently, or if you're ready to move to the next level, the next stage, the next chapter with new lessons, new experiences, even new relationships, right? And we do have the Bright Mother indicating new beginnings, something that is in this kind of growth period, something that is developing, something that is growing. The more that you continue to invest your energy into, the more that you focus, the more that it grows. Okay, so it's like what you focus on, you bring more of that into your life. So another thing that I'm picking up on with this Guardian of the Gate is not necessarily that you are walking through this new chapter of your life, but you could be holding the door open for someone else to help them on their journey. So that's been another message that I've noticed in these May readings, is like this teacher-student kind of dynamic of like people and situations coming up, or experiences that come up that help you learn as you're the student and you're learning these lessons for your soul's growth, soul's journey. But then reverse that, you are triggering other people to learn certain lessons to help them on their soul journey, to help them learn their lessons that they came here to learn, you know? So there is that energy coming through. So not only could you be embodying this new energy, stepping into this new beginning. I don't know if you see this, there's like this baby in this card. So there's like lots of newborn, early stage stuff that is growing and developing in the month of May. So not only are you moving in this new direction to level up in this new life, this new, new energy, right? Endings, new beginnings. But I also see that you could be helping others with their soul's growth, okay? So maybe it's like a situation where you're speaking your truth, or you're confronting something, or you're having like some real, honest, uncomfortable conversations. It's uncomfortable, but it's also very transformative. It's also very healing and insightful, and not only helps you grow and step into your authenticity and really come into alignment with who you're supposed to be, but also you're helping others do the same. So there's like this energy where you are triggering other people as well. So it's like a ripple effect, right? You drop just one drop of water, creates a ripple. In a lake or whatever the fuck. All right, let's pull some tarot messages to go along with this, but very, very interesting energy that we're picking up on. So messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. I was going to say March. I was like, what month are we moving for? May. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2022. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2022. What do my Leos need to know? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Leo? In May, we have the Hierophant. Learning, growth, lessons. We also have the Tower, 7 of Wands. So Taurus energy, Scorpio energy. Wow, fitting, right? Eclipses in Taurus, Scorpio. And we have both those elements coming, or not those elements, those zodiac signs out here. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. We also have Death, more Scorpio energy. Double confirmation. Can I just say? Can I just point that out? Death and death. Yeah, changes. Changes that are inevitable. You can't avoid these changes. I'm trying to remember what your last reading was about, but I honestly don't remember. We have the 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and Temperance. It looks like you're maintaining your balance. We have a lot of major arcana showing up in this reading, and despite all these changes that you're going through, Leo, you're doing a really good job handling these shifts and these changes. Like, you seem you're kind of thriving in the chaos. You're kind of thriving. You're kind of just like going with it. You're not really resisting these changes or these shifts or these things that come up, right? The buffalo that was at the bottom of the deck along with the rabbit and the starfish is like, no matter what twists and turns come up your way or what hurdles that you may face, you always have this sense of faith and trust, like you're gonna make it through whatever challenges come up, and you'll be better and happier and stronger than you were before. That is the energy of the buffalo. It's just such strength, this such strong energy that you are in on. Although at moments it's scary, uncomfortable, you may have fears that come up, but for the most part, you're very much in control. You're not letting your fears like run your life. I like that. So bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands, but look at how they're working together as a team. They're not like fighting each other. There isn't this resistance. There's more of like this flowing energy. So that's kind of what I feel with these changes that are taking place and these things that are coming up this month. You're not resisting, you're going with it. You're embracing the change, you're embracing these opportunities. Okay, we do have the 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords reverse, and the 5 of Cups. Ooh, we got a lot of 5s. 5, 5, 5. 5s are very, in numerology, they talk about change. Change is happening for you this month. And we even have the 6 of Swords, right? Indicating twists and turns in the road, which we were saying with the buffalo, that you don't see, that you can't necessarily prepare for. It's out of your control. But it's going to be all right. It's going to work out for you. But yes, it looks like for some of you, you had gone through a pretty nasty ending. Again, probably tying into death and the Tower and all that shit, right? Big shakeup of foundations. You may have came across some sort of information or realization, or you lost some sort of relationship in your life. There could have been some sort of fallout, misunderstanding, betrayal, backstab. I do see that there's healing taking place. Whatever this ending is, and this can be talking about many different things. It could be a small little thing that came to an end. This could be so fucking dramatic, right? We're not going to spend time talking too much about that because that's not the point. What matters is you're moving on from this ending. You're acknowledging your emotions, your feelings. You're letting them out. I see that there's a lot of support around you. I see that there's lots of healing taking place. I see that you're also very, very protected, and that there's so much support around you. I love this. When you look at the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords, and even when you look at death, right? They're cleaning up this mess. It's not just like this one person doing it themselves. It's like they have a whole team. They have this whole like support team helping them. So whether you have supported people in your life and there's people that you can rely on that are helping you through these shifts, through these changes, maybe you just got really solid people, or if you don't, perhaps you're coming together with these people the month of May where you can find your support group, your soul tribe. Or this is also talking about like divinely protected. I feel like it's a mix of all that, right? So you got supportive people in your life, or you're coming together with people who are going to support you, and also the divine, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team that is around you, helping you on your soul's journey. It is also helping you and protecting you. And yeah, that's another message I missed with the Guardian at the Gate. This does talk about lots of protection around you. So at any times where you feel lost, scared, confused, unsure, just call upon your angels for some help, for some protection, for some guidance. Okay? But yeah, it's like, wow, you guys are really just like riding out these changes. It is intense. There's moments where you may feel out of balance, or you may feel really, like, for some, what is this? How can I explain this? Seven of Wands, the Tower. How can I, if you speaking your truth, go back to that black egg, if you guys really learning to voice your opinion and speak what's on your mind and not sugarcoating or not trying to dim your light or like people please, as you guys are really stepping into your power, there could be some people who don't like that, right? The Seven of Wands, you may feel like some people in your life may be judging you or don't quite understand your vision and maybe don't support you and like the actions that you're taking or what it is that you're doing or pursuing or initiating. And that's okay. Not everybody's on the same journey. Not everybody's going to come with you moving forward or moving into this new direction. So that could also be tying into those losses that you could be going through, is certain relationships or certain connections in your life maybe aren't serving a purpose any longer. And maybe that's what is coming to an end here with death, is like you're realizing like some of these individuals you've outgrown, or you're just no longer vibing with them anymore, you know, and that's okay, and that happens. So when we look at the Tower, the foundation is still there, that's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like despite these changes that you're going through, you're very much rooted, you're very much grounded, and like it doesn't seem to be affecting you too deeply. Like, obviously, there's some moments where you're like, damn, this kind of hurts, that kind of sucks, that was kind of painful, ow. But it's like a slight, it's like a little burn. It's a little scratch. It's not like super deep and it's gonna leave the deepest, ugliest scar. Like, it hurts, but with time, it's gonna pass very fast. Like, it doesn't feel that deep. So that's good. That is good, right? Because when we look at the Tower, it's just the top that is coming down. It's not the full tower. It's just the top. All right. So there's a little bit of clearing out dead ends, cutting out the things in your life that just don't serve you. It served its purpose. That's great. That's awesome. And now it's time to part ways. And that is okay, right? As you are leveling up, as you're learning, as you're growing with the Hierophant out here, as you are working on yourself and becoming more authentic to who you are in your soul, that really starts to shift the things around you, your environments, your relationships, all of it begins to shake up. And whatever isn't solid, let it fall, right? And that's what this eclipse energy is doing for us. And even Mercury retrograde, and we even have Pluto retrograding now. So there's like a lot of this transformative, revolutionary kind of energy that we're heading into. And basically whatever isn't solid in your life, or what isn't good for you, or what isn't helping you on your journey, it's going to be stripped away. And that's not a bad thing. And I don't think you're resisting it. I don't think you're trying to fight it or try to cling on to the things that you know aren't good for you. You're really just kind of like taking your hands off the wheel. You're like, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm along for the ride. I'm going to just trust every step of the process. And you're really learning to just like surrender the control, surrender the need to control situations. You can only control yourself and how you respond to these situations, and the way you're responding to these situations, you're very much at peace. You're very much just calm, cool, collected. You're just going with it. You're just having all the trust. And I love it. I really love that. It allows you to focus on the things that matter most to you. You know, some of you are going back to school, or you're really focusing on your studies, learning a lot, tweaking your skills, or like just making positive improvements even to your lifestyle. it's beautiful. Making little adjustments that help you along the way. And it doesn't really feel like, even these losses that you could be going through, they don't feel that big of a loss. Or it's at least temporary. Like, you're making space for better things to come in. Really. So I see that as a win. And so do you. And it just feels like you're kind of just riding out whatever comes your way. You're like, I just trust the process, man. I'm just staying zen, you know? It's pretty nice. I like that vibe. All right? So let's do some clarifying. Let's take a look into what's coming to an end here. Get a little bit of clarity as to what is ending for Leo. Talk about the Death card. Talk about Death for Leo, summarizing Venus in the month of May. What is coming to an end? Sorry, that High Priestess tried coming out. That is Piscean energy, but anyways, talking about Death for Leo, summarizing Venus for the month of May. What's coming to an end for Leo this month? What is coming to an end for Leo? Talk about Death for Leo in the month of May. Hangman reversed. Stagnancy for some. That is Piscean energy. 3 of Cups. 2 of Swords. Kind of Death for Leo. Ace of Wands reversed. 4 of Wands. Page of Swords. 5 of Pentacles, Judgment, Justice, and the Fool. Alright, so kind of the vibe I'm feeling from this. You spend a lot of time reflecting on a choice that you were deciding on whether to stay in a situation or to keep certain connections in your life or to let them go, detach, move on, right? There is this energy of like, again, kind of going back and forth about some sort of decision. And I also want to just say, like, for some of you, the 3 of Cups coming out here. And I also want to say about the Page of Swords. You could have been surrounding yourself with people who maybe weren't the best influence. I kind of want to say, I'm just throwing out there with these 2 cards, I feel like there could be gossip, drama, just like really petty shit in certain friendships, relationships in your life. And in your gut, you knew, like, I should not invest my energy into this anymore. Like, I've outgrown these people, these connections. And, like, you know, if you're around certain people that all they do is just gossip and talk a bunch of shit about other people, you bet your ass that when you're not with them, when you're not in the same room as them, they're probably talking about you too. You know, that kind of energy. Like, I just feel like with the Page of Swords and the 3 of Cups, and this is clarifying what's coming to an end here. And this is next to that 7 of Wands, how I was saying, like, you may feel as if, like, some people don't understand you, or, like, some people don't support you, or see your vision, or, like, think whatever it is that you're doing is stupid, or it's a waste of time, or, like, oh, Leo, like, you know, that's so cringy, like, you know, and you're like, what? I'm just being me, and yet you feel like you're the odd man out, you're, like, an odd duck. It's just, like, you know, I feel that kind of catty energy from this. And with that Panther that came out at the very beginning, how you're kind of reaching this point in your life where you're like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of, like, just investing my energy into this shit. Like, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta detox. I gotta cleanse. I gotta block. I gotta delete these people's numbers. Like, and you kind of were in this limbo state of like, should I do it or should I not? Should I not? Should I not? Am I being too dramatic? Am this, that? Like, there was a lot of reflection that took place. But another thing that I want to say is, like, with the Hangman coming out reverse, I like that it's reverse. I feel like you're coming out of a period of stagnancy, but you may have noticed that, like, when you surrounded yourself with these individuals who didn't have the same goals or values or outlooks as you, the kinds of connections that maybe you've outgrown, you may have noticed, like, their energy, when you've surrounded yourself with them, it's, like, affected you, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially. Like, you may have noticed that things are going good, and then when you go out with these people, then the next day or for a couple days or even weeks, you feel like everything's just all fucked up and like nothing's working, or you notice like a negative shift, right? Or even just like energetically, you're feeling really good, you're feeling great, and then you go around these people for some time, you come back home and you just feel like shit. You just feel really bad. You feel like your energy just feels like garbage. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, that is a big indication. So please pay attention to that, okay? If your body, or like if you just notice like after being around certain individuals, like you just feel like shit, or you're noticing things around you are like shit, you better pay attention to that. You better pay attention to that. Anyways, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. So foundation over here, partnerships, friendships. This also does talk about needing to rest and stuff like that. But this is still clarifying death. What's coming to an end here? Coming to an end are some partnerships in your life that you have no more interest in investing. Ace of Wands reversed. There's no desire. There's no passion here. It doesn't even feel like fun. It just kind of, like it just doesn't sit right with you. So you better pay attention to that and focus your energy in areas that are well received. And that's exactly what you're doing. So yeah, it just kind of feels like you're redirecting your energy this month to better things. Is there anything else that we should look into? Let's look into the Eight of Pentacles real quick. Like, what is it that you need to work on or redirect your energy to? Trying out the Eight of Pentacles for Leo before we wrap this reading up. What should Leo be focusing on this month? Yeah. Oops. Eight of Pentacles for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. Do we have a card come out here? The Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles for Leo. What should Leo be focusing on this month? For the month of May, what should Leo be focusing on? Six of Cups. Anything else regarding the Eight of Pentacles? That's it. Okay. So what you should be focusing on for the rest of this month, Queen of Pentacles, definitely self-care. Self-care, nurturing yourself, taking time out to ground yourself, having some time just to you, some solo dolo time, getting back your balance, which we were talking about that. So this kind of confirmation, same message coming through. Working towards, your career, your finances, getting your money straight. That is always a good thing to focus on. I also see things to focus on are your relationships, your friendships, especially friendships. There might be opportunities to like go out with those that are good influences, right? That are supportive, that help you, that believe in you, right? That those soul tribe vibes, I do see that there's lots of opportunities surrounding that, like improvement in those types of relationships that are good for you. So that's another thing that you should be focusing on, is like improving those relationships that help you. So investing in those kinds of relationships that also are very healing and nurturing. So that's just like a little bit of insight as to what you should be focusing on. There also could be some things from your past coming up, which is fitting with the energies that are at play here. Looking at things differently, gaining new insight, clarity on situations from your past that maybe didn't quite make sense, that maybe you're now able to understand, fully release, let go. Could be relating to some of these changes that you're going through, realizations that you're going through. So yeah, there's like lots of moving pieces, lots of different things going on, lots of shifts taking place, but overall, feels like you guys are coming into alignment this month with your purpose, where you're supposed to be, clearing out any things in your life that aren't serving you or delaying your blessings. Definitely lots of changes taking place. But new energy, you guys feeling very grounded, peaceful. You're not resisting the change. You're going with it. You have faith. You have trust. You're speaking your truth. It's all good. So Leo, I think we're going to leave your reading there. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you wish to book a private reading with me, the information for that is listed in the description box. If you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, that is at Jadestone Tarot. And I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.